What's going on, everybody? My name is Nedia, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we took advantage of the Relic Stone in the Relic Forest here in Agate Village to purify the Shadow Pokemon we are using on our team. We also took advantage of the Name Raider services to give them all some fancy new nicknames. They're all ready to go and ready to continue on with our battles. Speaking of battles, that is where we're off to next. We're off to a place in Ore where battles are so important that they named it after it. Mount Battle. A place of challenging training for all trainers. It is currently held by a sinister gang. Pretty sure I read that last time, but I read it again because it has been quite a while since I've recorded this. That doorway looks like a face. Quite like the look of this lobby area here with all the bushes and the grass and everything. What did it say? It's terrible, terrible. I tell you, it's terrible. Mount Battle is under attack by a group of shady people. I'm so out of breath. Well, you're not doing a whole lot by running in circles there, buddy. Think about taking on the Mount Battle challenge? Forget about it. I'd steer clear of this place for now. I hear Mount Battle has been taken over by a bunch of trainers that use weird Pokemon. I've heard all this before. We come inside here to this kind of lobby area. Over here off to the left is a Pokemon Center with a PC if you need that. What did it say? It looks like they're after Vander. There's an area leader. Why would I want to do that? I'd get help, but the best I've ever managed is 8 consecutive wins. I wouldn't get very far. A bunch of creepy looking trainers came and started attacking other trainers without any warning. Those trainers, the Pokemon they had weren't normal. They had any way you look at them. Over here, this is the coupon exchange. By completing battles and Mount Battle, you'll get coupons and you can exchange them here, but it's unfortunately not running right now. And then this is a distinguished place as training for honorable trainers. What is the meaning of this nonsense? These attackers, how did they attack all this without any regard for the rules? They're failures as trainers. But anyway, yes, I'm the move deleter. Open shop, I can make Pokemon forget their move. Do you like me to do this? I do not, but maybe you do. Maybe you have a move on a Pokemon that you just don't want them to have and would like to replace it with something else. That guy can do it for you. And in this game, he does it for free. You don't even need any hard scales to do it like in other games. Once you're ready, I actually didn't want to do that. I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. It's full of thugs. It's dangerous. Oh, you heard about us from Dakim? He must be here to save us. You see, it was me who contacted Dakim for help. I didn't think you'd get here so quickly. But please be careful. The owner of their Pokemon aren't normal. Alright, I'm gonna go and show off the very first battle here. Whoops, hold on. Aren't you mistaken? Something in trainer's been hold on. But if it really must, sure, I'll battle you. Alright, Ryder Turo. In the future, I bet this guy went to Paldea. So, Mount Battle is a mountain of 100 floors that you have to... Also, yes, I put some Shadow Pokemon up front to just lower their heart gauges, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Mount Battle is a mountain of 100 Pokemon that you have to... 100 trainers that you have to fight in succession. It's not really that important here in story mode, but there's a side mode in this game that is where Mount Battle is very, very important to that mode specifically. We'll get into that much, much later, but just know that it's something you're going to have to do. You are going to have to complete all 100 floors of Mount Battle at some point later in the future of this game. While we're going through this real quick, I went ahead and I switched out some of the... I switched around a couple things. I gave Swablu the experience share, or I gave Charmin the experience share, I should say. I should be using their nicknames now. I gave Charmin the experience share to hold while we're going through this, so they can get lots and lots of experience. And I'm also going to be starting off with some Shadow Pokemon probably up in the front of the party, just to help them lower their heart gauges, because they get their heart gauges lowered by being sent out. So that's all there is to it. That's basically the whole thing about battle. You have to do 100 battles in a row at a later date. Here today, we only have to do 10, and that's kind of what the team is looking like right now and how it's going to be. Otherwise, I'm going to speed up. I'm going to play music, and I'm going to post-commentate over it and just talk about a couple things for the future. But let's go ahead and finish out this battle real quick. I thought about showing all of these battles because I know I said that I would be showing required battles, but this would take so freaking long, and it's just not worth it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do what I said, and we're going to be starting here momentarily. Went ahead and beat this guy. You don't need any training. Perhaps you're correct. Real quick, before any of that, though, Furret here, the team member that never was, can open the door to its heart. You noticed in the last episode that I showed us purifying the Makuhita that we had caught. I don't remember if I've explained this up to this point, but did he just get 420 experience? Purifying Pokemon is extremely, extremely important in this game. You want to snag and purify as many Shadow Pokemon as you possibly can. It is based on it deals with completion in this game, so just make sure you're aware of that. So we're gonna be trying to purify as many Shadow Pokemon as possible. I would actually like to give Furret a nickname here, kind of as an honorary team member, the team member that never was, because I was dumb and didn't check his ability. He's gonna go into a PC box, but I'm gonna name him Mark. Because he's a normal type, he's very basic, the first normal type you meet in this game, and his stripe, just like a striped sweater of a certain cameraman from a certain Broadway rock opera musical. If you know, you know. Whoa! Didn't think this was gonna happen. Yeah, in that battle, Charmin grew to level 35 and is now evolving. Charmin evolved into Altaria. And we want to learn Dragon Breath. Finally, you have a half-decent attack that isn't a freaking fly. Get rid of Mirror Move. I think I'd find more use for Safeguard. Going over Altaria real quick, before we continue on. Yes, I know. Altaria I don't know, I said it like that. Altaria not only is now a dragon flying type, which means that Dragon Breath, which is a pretty powerful dragon type move that has a chance of paralysis and also gets the same type of attack bonus. Going over to Altaria's stats, notice how Charmin's special defense and defense have downright skyrocketed. It's pretty solid all around now, and it's a lot more defensive and has a lot better type coverage and resistances than the normal flying Swablu did. Anyway, just want to talk about that. Let's continue. Now that we have completed the first 9 floors of Mount Battle, we are ready to go to the 10th. Fine. After all the persuading I did, you still won't hand it over? Humph. This is what happens to stubborn oafs who don't do as I say! Oh my god, he almost punched him off the cliff! You treacherous swine! How could you refuse to battle? Treacherous? You didn't really think that a worm like you could win? All you had to do was hand over the time flute without making a fuss. It's your own fault for getting hurt. Since you're not cooperating, I don't have any choice but to haul you off to Ein's lab. Hey, I think I know where the Gen 5 developers got some inspiration from. Who are you? What were my underlings doing? That outfit of yours. You must be the troublemaker who messed up Scrub in Celebi's forest. And now you've come to mess with me, the great Dakim? Don't make me laugh. I'll pound a lesson into your flesh and bones so you'll never even think of bothering me again. After doing the thing that you do in Twilight Princess when taking on the Gorons at that one point, Cypher Admin Dakim would like to battle. We get a very cool boss music that is different from the Mirror B boss fight. Cypher Admin Dakim opens with Matang, level 37, Steel Psychic type, Clear Body for its ability, with the move Metal Claw Psychic, Earthquake, and Protect, and Camerupt, Fire Ground type, level 38, Magma Armor for its ability, with the moves Flamethrower, Earthquake, Takedown, and Protect. Right off the bat, you are already seeing his strategy. He has Earthquake and Protect on almost all of his Pokemon. Oh man, I already don't know what to start with. He has Earthquake and Protect on almost all of his Pokemon, and that's basically what he's going to be doing. He's going to be spamming Earthquake and Protect, because Earthquake is a move that has 100 power, 100 accuracy, ground type. It's very powerful, very strong, and it hits everyone on the field except for the person that used it. So he's going to be using Protect on all of his Pokemon to keep them from getting hit, because Protect blocks you from... Oh, nice. Okay, good. To protect you from getting damage. And all of his Pokemon are going to have Protect, or they're going to... Because they're all weak to Earthquake. Spoiler alert. All of his Pokemon are going to be weak to Earthquake, actually, so... One thing to take note of. That's why I've decided to open with the Pokemon that I've opened with here. With Kyoko and Charmin, is because they are both immune to Earthquake. Kyoko has Levitate, and Charmin is a flying type. They will be immune to Earthquake. That is why I've decided to do this. Okay, I didn't want to do that, actually. I'm hoping maybe I can get the Paralysis of a Tang too. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. That's not what I wanted to do, but that ended up working out anyways. Okay, unfortunately, I think Kyoko is going to go down here. Yeah, okay. Dakim is no slouch. I said that the Mirror B boss fight isn't that difficult. It's more just about tenacity. Dakim is no slouch. His Pokemon are very strong, have very powerful moves, and the Earthquake Protect strat is a very solid strategy, and it can be very hard to deal with if you're not prepared for it. I'm going to send Croco out. Croco's got Surf, Croco's got Surf, so it should be pretty able to take down the rest of his Pokemon here. Fortunately, Camerupt protected itself. Camerupt would have been quad weak to that, but Tang is down now. Slowest feigning animation ever when Tang slowly falls to the ground and is knocked out. Camerupt didn't protect itself, and we're rocking and rolling, I think. Apollo saw the experience share on. Marshtomp, water ground type, torn for its ability, meaning being below 1/3 of its health will raise the power of its water type moves. With the moves Muddy Water, Stomp, Mud Slap, and Mud Shot. I don't know why they decided to give it Mud Slap, but oh well, I guess. I think I'm just going to keep going with the Dragon Breaths here. Fly is a good move, but I think Dragon Breath has the better effect here. Just because of the paralysis chance. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm pretty sure that Marshtomp should be evolved by now, actually. I don't know if you get any other move for waiting to evolve it past its level, because I think it evolves level 35 or 36. But at this point in the Pokemon series, we're used to this. Camerupt goes down from that Surf, very nice. We won't have Camerupt being an idiot for us today. lots of experience. Golem, Water Rock, Water Rock is Rock Ground type, Rock Head for the ability. With the moves Rock Throw, Earthquake, Double Edge, and Protect. Double Edge, good lord, I can't talk today. Double Edge is a very, very powerful attack. It does a lot of damage, but it has a lot of physical recoil to the opponent. It is very dangerous with that. Yeah, it's very dangerous in that regard, and Golem with Rock Head, meaning you won't take recoil damage from it. So if you're not careful, Golem can really, really wreck your team. Water types are very good in this fight, as you can tell. Krako's kind of tearing through everybody here. Mudshot is lowering speed. But there's other water types, obviously. Mantine would be good in this fight. Mantine would actually be double good because it's also a flying type, which means it would be immune to Earthquake. So Mantine would actually be double good for this fight. And Quagsire is obviously great. Quagsire is very bulky as well, so you can take a couple of hits from these powerful Pokemon. Entei is Dakim's Shadow Pokemon, one of the 3 legendary beasts, as they were called, from Generation 2. Entei is a fire type, kind of on brand for Dakim here, and it's very powerful. It's a legendary. Of course it's going to have good stats. The thing about Entei is that its stats don't really match its type. It wants to be a special attacker being a fire type. However, I would consider Entei more of a physical attacker. Even though that's probably not what it's good for, it does have good physical moves on it right now. Shadow Rush would do a lot of damage because that's a physical move, and from off the top of my head, I believe it comes with Takedown as well in its moveset. So you definitely will get use out of it, but just know that its fire moves aren't going to be as good as they could be because it's just simply not, it's geared more towards physical attack and not special attack. But does that really matter all that much? It's a freaking legendary. It's Entei. Everybody likes Entei. It's still going to do a lot of damage no matter what. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Okay, that didn't do a lot of damage actually, so we are winning the battle of fruition here. I think I'm just gonna keep trying to go for the sings here, and just like some bites and stuff like that. Basically just to try to whittle down this Entei. I really need this thing to hit. It's not gonna be a huge deal if Charmer should be able to take one more attack, I think. It's not going to be a huge deal if we don't snag this Entei. If you fail to snag this Entei, shoot, okay. If you fail to snag Entei, there's another chance later where you have to snag it. So don't worry if you don't snag it here. Not a big deal. Instead of Apollo. Apollo's got quite a bit of experience. I might want to take the experience share off of them. Go and do Bite. We could probably do one more of those. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up the Reflect on this turn. And we'll do Bite one more time with... oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta be... Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I still did a ton of damage. Yeah, Entei's also fast, as you can see. Another thing about Entei is that all legendaries... Basically all legendaries, except I don't know if there's one that doesn't have it, but basically all legendaries come with the ability Pressure, which makes it to where every move you use uses 2 PP instead of 1. I haven't mentioned it yet, but every move has a set number of uses you can use called PP, and if they run it, you can't use that move anymore. Simple as that. I got lots of Pokeballs. I think I've only got one chance to catch this thing, so I'm just gonna go all in. I'm gonna go for the Ultra Ball here. It's at low health. I couldn't get a status ailment on it. It might knock itself out here is the thing, so I think I'm gonna go for the Rain Dance actually, just to, if it tries to use a fire type move, just to kind of nerf it a little bit, but let's see what happens. 1. Yeah, I figured. It did go for the Fire Blast. That's a special attack. Reflect's not gonna stop that. Oh, I think Espeon's gone. Yeah. Sorry, Apollo. One thing to note is that I wrote down Dakim's Pokemon and moves for this fight. So if you heard like the volume kind of fading in and out, I was looking over at the notes to see what they were. Got another shot here. Let's go ahead and use another Ultra Ball. What does Sudowoodo have? Oh, only Shadow Rush and Block, okay. I thought maybe Sudowoodo would have another attack I could use, but it doesn't look like it. We'll go for another Ultra Ball here. And we'll go for the Scary Face, try to lower its speed. Speed doesn't really matter. Speed only determines who goes first, or speed also determines running away in Pokemon battles, actually. In wild Pokemon battles. But there's none in this game, so we don't have to worry about that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it was so close. One. No, it didn't. One, two. God. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think it was inevitable anyways. I couldn't put it to sleep early enough to get a good shot on it. Skiploom kind of came in clutch there with having sleep powder, but it just wasn't for today. Whoa, I got a lot of experience there. Crocker's trying to learn Slash. Okay, interesting. Slash is a pretty good move. It has 70 power, has a high critical hit chance. I think we'll give it a bite. I think I'd rather have... If we need to deal with Ghost or Psychic types, we can just use Kyoko. And I think I'd rather have the high damage and the high critical hit chance. And I think I'd want to keep Scary Face because it's good for attacking Pokemon. Oof, you meddlesome pests. Pests? Oafs? I don't remember what he said. $4,000 for winning. Poke. Fun fact, Poke is basically just yen. The way you handle those Pokemon with your audacious skill. Who are you? Master Dakim! Ah, scrub! You were hopelessly outclassed against them. You had 0 chance of winning. I'm pulling out for now. You go to Einstein and help out there. As you wish, sir. This isn't over yet. Stronger Pokemon are being made, even now. Better get serious about training your Pokemon for our next meeting. Dahaha! Oh my god, he freaking Hulk jumped. How'd you do that? Of this, an F disc. What did you say? Oh, that was an experience that everyone to have again. I'm glad you came to my rescue. Thank you. I'm Vander. I'm an area leader here at Mount Battle. I'm Marie, this is Wes. We're glad to see you. You told me explains a lot. Thanks to you, I know exactly why they attacked us. This is the Time Flute. I happened to find it while I was on the training room. It said that the Time Flute will summon Celebi, but just once. There must be something about Celebi that frightens them. They obviously don't want Celebi to encounter Shadow Pokemon. But let's not spend any more time on that. Let's go back. But here, I want you to have this. Damn the Time Flute. But are you certain? We really have something this precious? Of course you may. I'd rather have you use the Time Flute than one of those crooks. Spooks. Use it and save the Shadow Pokemon from their sinister plans. By the way, you two seem to have been fighting that game for a long time. You should come here for training then. I'm toughen you up too much, just more. I have to warn you though, if you come against me, I won't use that one bit. I'll be waiting. This item box contains TM47, which is Steel Wing, a very solid steel type move. I think I actually kind of know who I want to teach that to. Went ahead and healed up, but now that we have finished Mount Battle, you can come over here to the coupon exchange And look at the prize list. We can't exchange anything yet, but for completing certain areas of Mountain Battle, you can get coupons that have a bunch of different items. I could run through these real quick. These are TMs. This is Safeguard. This is Ice Beam. This is Thunder. This is Flamethrower. And this is Double Team. And you have stat raising berries. Leftovers is a very good item. It slightly heals the Pokemon after every turn. It's a held item. Mental Herb gets a Pokemon out of infatuation. That's not that good. That's not a very good item unless it's a good held item and you want to use it for a strategy or something because you can just switch out. The Focus Band makes it to where a Pokemon can only use one tap. Wait, no, never mind. That's a Choice Scarf. What am I talking about? The Focus Band makes it to where Pokemon will sometimes hang on with 1 HP if they're hit with a critical move. The White Herb can heal any stat. Quick Claw we already have. Bright Powder raises the length that Light Screen and Reflect are up. King's Rock makes it to where sometimes your attacks will make the opponent flinch. And the Skill Cleanse raises critical hit ratio. Choice Band makes it to where you can only use 1 attack, but it's more powerful. Those are all the items you can get. We can't do anything else in Mount Battle. We'll have to come back here later, because there actually is some stuff I want to... Actually, what happens if you just... It's still playing the Pokemon Center music? Oh, now we actually can. Okay. So, I actually want one of the TMs that the... Not Shabari. I actually want one of the TMs that the coupon exchange has for us. So, I'm going to go through a couple areas of Mount Battle. I'm going to grind up a little bit, lower some Shadow Pokemon heart gauges. I'll see you back here later when I have enough Poke Coupons to get that TM. Oh, the time we'd save from doing our research. Yeah, just kidding. We actually can't do a Mount Battle challenge yet. So I'll have to come back and get that TM later. So we're actually going to have to go ahead and head off to our next objective. But we will be back to Mount Battle sometime in the future. Up next, we would like to head off to Pirate Town. And head into the police station again. Whoa, I'm sorry, Chief, for this big news. You see, Chief, there's talk that there's a mysterious syndicate poised to take over the world. Huh? Chief? You're not the Chief. I beg your pardon? I'm here, Johnson. That story isn't new. Why are all your reports so out of date all the time? Oh, Chief, there you are. You're such a kidder. A syndicate set to take over the world, huh? I wonder exactly what this mysterious syndicate is. Oh, if we knew that, then it wouldn't be such of a mystery then. I reckon that Mirror Beam was sent by that mysterious organization in the first place. If my guess is true, there might be more of his kind. If I hear anything on my end, I'll surely let you know. You're Wes, right? What's your PDA number? Okay, I got it. You take care. That was just a fun little cutscene that you can get by going back to the police station after clearing Mount Battle. Instead, we're actually going to head into Agate Village. Oh, Rui, I heard there was a big commotion on Mount Battle. He gets worried sick about you. Quick, hurry home, reassure him that you're safe and sound. We will do just that, old man. No one's talking to you. Come over here and say... Good lord, come over here and say hi to Dumbledore. Ah, Rui and Wes, it's good to see you back. So how goes it? Have you trounced the cretins that raided Mount Battle? We sure did. I expected nothing less of my own granddaughter, and of course Wes. I see. So Vander confirmed the time flew upon you? Then what are you waiting for? Depart for the Relic Forest and summon Selby at once. I wonder what will happen. I find it quite exciting. Ah, yes, that's something I'd forgotten. Wes, may I have the number of your PD, thing? Good, I'll try to reach you at this number if anything happens. This makes us pen pals. For some reason I was reading that as pan pal, and I was like, what the heck is pan pal? But if my battle, sure I'll make you even stronger. After doing that, after going and seeing Egan at Agate Village, this new mystery lab area has opened up. I forgot to read that description, but it's okay because I'll read it once we leave, because we're not going to be here for very long. That's a spoiler, because we already have an email! Wes and Charles, we've just apprehended a pair of thugs we believe to be Mayor B's underlings. We may be able to lead on them for information. We have them locked up, so hurry over to Pirate. We'll do just that, but first things first, we're gonna go ahead and walk around this mystery lab. The gate is closed, we can't get in it. We can't get in any kind of way. Excuse me, Rui. It's a key slot. We don't have any kind of key that can get us in. However, there actually is something here for us. That item box is not what's here for us. If we were to walk all the way around this kind of barrier of this mysterious lab here, there's an item box on the back that contains 3 revives. Very, very helpful. Maybe if you're struggling with a battle and you want some extra bolstering, you can use those. They're very helpful. They revive a fainted Pokemon back to half of its health, so it's very, very helpful. The mystery lab, a sinister and menacing laboratory that was built in the desert without notice. Very exciting. Here in the police station, the suspects arrested haven't whaled any beans. Not anything. I reckon they're afraid of payback for their organization. I'll be in touch with you as soon as I hear anything. We can use that jail key we tamed a while ago. We can talk to you. We were collared when we tried to sneak back down to the Under. It's just another thing that, that's another thing that goes with this. That's not everything else, and everything else you caused. It's all your fault. Going down. There's a key of some sort on her belt. Want to take it? I don't like the implication of reaching onto a sleeping girl's belt, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Huh? You went and checked out the lab? Look at that bee. I didn't have a clue about what's going on at the lab. Just to prove how useless Johnson is, I'm going to open the jail cell right in front of you and not do anything. There's always new prisoners, so they split me and Folly up. But you know, that guy's in the next cell, those voices sound familiar. Listen, Two Shorts and I, we caught 2 more suspects. We came back to that creepy old building, we nabbed them on the spot. Sounds like we have our next destination, and it is the old building at the back of Pirate Town that we were originally at after completing the Colosseum. So while we're heading back there, I think that's what we're gonna do next time, is exploring that building and seeing if we can get to this place known as the Under. Heading in here, I think this is a good place to end off. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this part, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Next time, we will be exploring this building and trying to find a way to an elevator to get us to the Under. See you guys then.